Hi everyone, it's Pia. So I just want to say hi to all the followers of Nika and Miss You Updates. I don't really do a lot of stories, or especially stories talking to Cam, not even on my own page. So this is kind of new to me, so bear with me if I'm a little awkward at the beginning. Um, during this quarantine period, I've been doing a lot of interviews and just chats, different pageant blogs and pages. This is my little way of saying thank you for all the love and support you've been giving me all these years, and it's also a great way to get connected. Also, there's not much to do because it's, all indoors. So anyway, I just finished working out, and then I'll be answering your questions throughout the day. Okay, there's so much you could do. Really, there's so much. But one of the things that I used to love is watching the past Miss Universe shows. And I would do it all night, every night, all. So do a lot of homework, watch the past shows, find out what your strengths and your weaknesses are, and just keep working at it every day. You have to live and breathe Miss Universe if you want to be Miss Universe. Definitely the pressure. It's a big deal back home, and you don't want to be the one to disappoint. So, having that strong mind to take on the pressure, that's the biggest challenge, I think. It's not so much the preparation, it's here. And what I mean by that is your biggest challenge is actually overcoming yourself and those negative thoughts. The preparation, I mean, that's a given. Everybody goes through that. But then the pressure is what's well, this is not easy. I'm not like this all the time. Of course, there are days where I'm not okay, where I'm not 100%, but it's just surrounding yourself with good people and knowing when to put the phone down. And I say that because a lot of the stress we feel nowadays, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, comes from being online all the time and social media. Social media can be good, but if there's too much of it, it can be bad. No invitations yet for me to visit India, although Jeremy and I have been talking about India. He goes to India quite often, and he actually invited me to join him in the future, of course. We don't have any projects lined up yet, projects together, I mean, but I don't mind doing anything like collaborating with her with anything. Um, that would be exciting, actually. That's a great idea, and I just wonder how are we gonna get all the queens together in one room given the pandemic. But that's a good idea. We should pitch that to IMG. Because I was really sure that Miss Universe was what I wanted. I also felt like I was more a match towards the branding of Miss Universe and what they were looking for. So yeah. I'm afraid of flying. I don't like airplanes. I really get a lot of anxiety in airplanes. It's weird because I travel a lot, but I'm stressed out all the time. All the time. I can't do it. Of course, I got bashed and criticized for my weight before I competed at Miss Universe. A lot of people didn't think that I was fit for the job. And I went through a lot of phases, and for people who've been following my journey throughout all these years would know that some days, or not some days, but sometimes I'm big and then sometimes I get too skinny. So I'm my weight is actually a bit more stable now because I'm in a better place mentally and emotionally and just psychologically. I'm usually when I'm stressed, that's when I eat. But one thing that really bothered me actually when I was younger was, you know, having this. I went through two back braces when I was younger, and I just got teased. I remember I used to cover up a lot and be almost embarrassed by it. But of course, as I got older, I learned how to be more proud of my body because I was born with this. Okay, each of the crowns had their own charm, and I think all of them are beautiful. But aside from DIC, My other favorite would have to be the Mikimoto because it really is so beautiful. This is something that doesn't happen overnight. So you gotta have like small wins first, like passing that exam that you always thought you would fail, or overcoming bullying in school. Little wins first, and then you start building that confidence. For the closed door interview, you get questions mostly about yourself. So, what do you do? What do you like to do? What are your hobbies? Why do you want to win? What's it like being Miss in your country? So, most of the time, they would be questions about really about yourself. So, they just want to get to know you. And then from time to time, you get questions like, so, are you in favor of plastic surgery? So they ask a lot of really easy and light questions, and then from time to time you get the, you know, surprise, difficult, heavier question. So the activities change, they vary. Some days you're doing photo shoots, and then some days you're doing advocacy work, helping out with charities. Other days you're just you going to the gym. And then you have big days where you get invited to other pageants to judge, or maybe you get invited to speak at a forum or a school or university. It really varies. I think a Miss Universe is like a multifaceted woman who does everything. Thank you, although I don't think so. I have a confession to make. I have stage fright and I still get nervous on stage. I think a lot of you have seen me trembling on stage, even up to now. But I learned that with public speaking, you get less nervous if you're prepared. So if you know what you're going to say, if you kind of know who your audience is going to be, you'll be okay. I used to take this for granted, but trust me when I say good sleep like helps you with your mood and your mental state. Also exercising, just, getting a little and eat good quality food. These three things I used to take for granted before, but good sleep, exercise, and good food will help you and keep you happy. This is something that I'm still struggling with, honestly. I mean, I'm not an expert at this at all, so I just try to prepare, and that really helps me overcome being nervous. So I have a coach who helps me with my workout. He does my workout program for me, sends it to me through an app, and then I just do it myself. So that's been really helpful. As long as you're disciplined, you'll be able to do it. But lately, I've been doing a lot of indoor cycling. I'm preparing for a virtual run that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start next month for WWF Philippines. I'll be posting more about that soon. Join me! I think it's waiting for your country to be called during elimination round. Because you could have the best performance, but you just don't know what the judges are thinking. And all you can do is stay there and wait. It's not, because I'm only 5'7", and there are winners that are a bit shorter than me. So height is not really important. They don't look at that. They look at your performance, your heart, your mind, your... I don't have the crown anymore, and I don't have a replica either. So if you guys know any really good replica makers, I would love to have a little replica of my own, actually. I actually did not get a tiara version of my crown. Some crowns have a tiara version like the Diamond Nexus and the Mikimoto, but my crown did not have a tiara version. So funny story, but I tried to contact DIC directly to try to see if they could make a replica version of my crown for me. Of course, I would buy it. But they didn't want to believe that I was the real Pia. So nothing happened. That was a few years ago, so maybe I'll try again. Although I don't know how much it's gonna be. It'll probably be very expensive, so I don't know what to do. Paano ba to? Wag na lang. Wear something smart and not too loud. So don't wear any loud accessories or loud colors, I think. You want the focus to be on you and not your clothes. Yes, I actually do want to visit South Africa very soon, very, very soon. But I don't know. Let me know, guys. Do you think it's safe for me to travel there now? What do you think? Should I go? I have two favorites. Of course, Megan Young. She's my friend, and I loved her reign. Also, and she's the only Miss World from the Philippines. And I watched Rolene Strauss win in London, so she's also. I was able to watch Rolene Strauss win in London. I watched her there. I was in the audience, and I we message each other once in a while. So she's very sweet. I love her. I love Bali. I spent my birthday last year in Bali with my girlfriends and I ate unlimited amounts of babi guling. Ay, somebody give me some babi guling right now. I love Iris. I really miss her. We got along right away when we met, and every time we see each other, it's like we were never apart. So I really love Iris. I hope to see her again soon. Honestly, I'm a big foodie, so I eat everything. True story. I love rice. True story. I'm not lying. I love babi guling. I love lechon. I love adobo. I just love food. I love everything. I eat everything. I'm excited to see my friends again, to be able to hug them, to hang out as a group, and not have to do social distancing and Zoom meetings and Zoom calls. Just touch. Um, I miss being able to travel for free. That's my very honest answer. I have a lot of favorites. I'm a big pageant fan. I love watching pageants. Even though I'm not competing in it, I just love watching it. And I guess my favorite would have to be the evening gown competition. Yes, but a few of them got postponed because of the pandemic. So I have a book coming up. I have a podcast right now called Kwentuhan. A few more things that I haven't announced yet, but I'm very excited to share it with you. Yes, thank you. Queendom is actually what we call the community that we have for our Kwentuhan podcast. So if you haven't yet, go on Spotify and search Kwentuhan and listen to all our. Yes, I still have the black one, the silver one, and the red one. The red one is for HIV and AIDS awareness.